I don't know how I'm coming in. I hope I'm coming in loud enough on the mic. I was on a little earlier, and well, I don't know, half an hour ago, and wow, this is a whole different group of people that showed up. I was on here half an hour ago, folks, and I forgot to turn my settings to stereo audio. I went back and I listened to the last thing I did, and it sounded like crap because I forgot to put uh, stereo audio. So I don't know what the other four or five people heard, but when I played it back, it sounded terrible. I changed everything back around. The patch cable seemed to have the upper. Oh, I'm not sure if that's from me. Right. So basically, how did it come through? It said, "What you said? Well played. Thanks, probes." I mean, how did it come through? Did it come through clear? And I know a lot of stuff was static, but that's intentional because of I was messing around, so you can create that kind of noise. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I was sound was fine. I hope so, Uncle Chrome, because the other folks said it sounded good too. But when I played it back, and then I went to check my settings. Okay, mic is okay. Yeah, that was the problem. I had it. I had my settings earlier. I didn't have it set to stereo audio, and that's why it's so. Hopefully, you guys, when I play this back and I listen to it, it sounds good. Raw but clear. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. It sounded fine. Great, 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 great. Yeah, yeah. So good. It looks like the notifications are getting out, folks. You guys are here. Lamont was here earlier. Kenneth from over at Kent Spong stopped in. Oh my God, I'm sorry I can't remember everybody that was there, but it was like six or seven other folks. I deleted the last thing I just did because like I said, it sounded crappy. But this one I went kind of crazy. I mean, I actually had something kind of already worked out, but I just took this and went wild. So I hope you enjoyed it. But like I was telling the other folks on the other stream, you know, I'm gonna try and pop in a little bit more, and it does look like the algorithms are working now. Because I think if I was on a little bit earlier, I might have pulled more people over from the UK. Because like I said, I did get Keith. So that was very cool. Yeah, Uncle Chrome, thanks, man, for stopping in. What is that? The 960 sequence you're looking at? Yes, yes. That is standard with the System 55, going all the way back to, when it was originally built by Bob Moog. Everybody, here we go. Let me get started here. The biggest respect that you can give to a person, a human being, is to call them by their correct name. And you always hear people go, "Oh, Moog, Moog. I'm going to call it Moog. I don't care." But that's disrespectful. Moog created something beautiful for everybody. Respect his name and get it right. And if you have a problem with it, just go to any interview with his daughter or any interview where they talk to him. It's Bob Moog. Thank you. You show up live with a red symbol next to your name. I show up live with a red symbol next to my name. Hey, whatever gets you here. I get Rhymes and Vogue. Yes. Listen, come on. The people, we know what his name is. Let's call him Moog. Um, what was that? Yeah. Wait a minute. My unit. Oh, what is it? I'm trying to keep up here. My unit had a Moog modular, but not the 55. Moog modular. Wait, which Moog are you talking? Well, no, 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 no. Wait a minute. This, all of this. Well, let me explain. In case I didn't, I keep forgetting. I talked to the people last time. So what I did was the reason why I named this Achilles, because I wanted to create my own instrument to work with. I wanted to feel more personal, so I gave it a name, just like I give my cars. So this is Achilles, or should I call it Achilles hybrid? Because once again, I know I'm repeating this a lot, but I only see a few people at a time, so I guess I have to repeat it more than once anyway. So what I did was I decided I wanted to personalize it. So this 55 comes with a whole empty bay at the bottom here. All of this is already pre-filled in. You don't have to build this thing. It's already built when you get it, which is great. In my subs list. Oh, oh, it's red in your subs list? Hmm, interesting. Okay. Um, so what I decided to do is I wanted to find some things that would create something really more interesting, and I just went ahead and I implanted. So it's inside the System 55. Right here is the Subharmonicon, and right here is the DFAM. So the DFAM was kind of that, oops, kind of that rhythmy stuff that you're hearing. That was the DFAM going, and then that tonal stuff that was just kind of going back and forth, and the buzzers and stuff. That was a Subharmonicon, and then other things were going on. The System 55 was coming in and going as well. And the way I have all of this set up is that any one of these could trigger any one of these. Like I can, have the sequencer here control the other two bodies, or I can have this sequencer control these two bodies, or this sequencer control those two bodies. So yes, in answer to your question, that is the 960, like I said, which is standard with all System 55s. They had a oh really? Hey, cool, cool. I mean, does it show with everybody else, or am I special? Because usually it should pop up, when you're watching YouTube, you got that little thing where it says notification. I should be popping up there. I hope I am. Do I pop up where it says notification? If you noticed, that would work. Yeah. So I'm having a great time with this. Like I was telling the other folks before you guys joined, I am working on a project. I just got a Behringer BQ10 sequencer and driving my models with it. Okay, yeah, yeah, but I think, dude, I think no, of course you can. You can buy the 960 separately, Uncle Chrome. I'm pretty sure if you wanted just the 960, you can do that. So check out that option. Well, you already anyone you are sub two shows red and one's view. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, once again, whatever gets you guys over here, but it's looking good. I'm getting more. Like I said, you're three more people different than the other group, so this is working out well. I'm not really here to like grow a huge channel. Be honest with you guys, I've been around a little while. In case you didn't notice, um, so I've been through the whole YouTube things for years, man. Starting channels, trying to get subs, stuff like. So I'm at a point now where I'm just having a good time, just popping up, doing stuff. Sure, if I get more subscribers, great. I welcome that. Don't get me wrong. I do welcome subscribers. But my reason for being here is just to, get my stuff out, commune with people. But I'm not trying to get sponsors. I'm not pushing any one, you know, I'm not a Behringer boy or whatever that stuff is. Of course, obviously, I don't have a problem with Behringer, but I'm not a Behringer suck up. All of that stuff, you don't have to. I can do it out anyway. I'm just a simple guy. I love gear. I don't buy it often like a lot of folks can. I just buy what I like, and I concentrate on what I buy. I really make use of it. I don't buy stuff just to accumulate, so I have a lot of stuff. I've already done that, and I'm over that. I just like finding quality stuff that I like. I want to keep my studio to a minimum. I've got more stuff that you guys will see at a later date, but yeah, I'm not a synth collector. I am a musician, artist. Well, actually, I would like to refer to myself as a synthesist more than anything. Was investigating. Okay. Oh, you're saying it's worth investigating? Wait a minute. Oh, 960 is available in Eurorack format, but like Chrome says, may not offer non-Moog standard triggers. I gotcha. Yeah. But it is worth investigating. Well, then, you can get the 960. You can always buy triggers. I mean, you can get other modules that you can, route through. Although Michael has the Eurorack modules in the system, I think. Yeah, they're here. I took. Wait a minute. Well, I'm not sure I understand probes. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, but you can buy modules with S trigger, right? I mean, am I wrong? And just go ahead and put that in there, and then you can plug from your sequencer. You know how to route. Or, right, Uncle Chrome? I mean, I think you can. That would solve it. Um, yeah, but I'm really happy with this. There's only one other thing. It's based on two core units, the sequencer and the S trigger converter. Gotcha. Um, oh, what was that? What's I gonna say? Uh, oh yeah. So there, but I haven't totally personalized it yet. There's one other thing that I need to do, and I have an open section right here. Something's got to get done with this, and I think I go there. Uh, but I know what I want to do with this. I'm looking right now for. I want a really cool effects processor to kind of juice this up. Even though you get your effects within all of this, I want an additional effects processor to go right here. Now, my whole studio is formatted in black and silver and wood grain, or black and gold and wood grain, wood grain finishes and stuff. So I want to keep the studio, my current studio, uniform. So yeah, whatever effects processor I put in here, I want it to be I want it to be black. But I'm looking for something that would be really cool. Something though, I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. Something around the $100 to $150 range. I mean, an Erebus would be great, but I'm not spending $300 on an effects processor to go in here. No way. So $100 maybe, but something that's gonna really help to actually even make this even more quirkier. And if you got ideas, let me know. I have no need for S trigger or Moog standard. All right. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I can do it with I can do it with the I can do it with the D. Well, yeah, I can do it with the DFAM and the Subharmonicon has a trigger in and a trigger out. It also has a MIDI in, and then I can also, well, I can go through. I would have to go through from here because this is in and this is through, but I can still go through. Um, and then you got triggers. You got your triggers over here, and it's got a CV converter, which which really helps too. There's a CD converter, CV converter. I'm sorry. 70 CDR FX pedal is cheap and wonderful, but not black or your. Well, no. Yeah, Uncle Chrome. There's a million things out there, but I need to customize it to this. It needs to go. I have to put something there. It'll drive me crazy if I don't. Um, and I really need to complete it. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, if you guys come across, you say, oh, yeah, Michael, there's this blah, blah, blah by, mutant animals, whatever weird name these companies call themselves, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a great processor by mutant animals. It costs 125 bucks. And it's black. I know, hey, I'm hardcore, man. I like uniformity. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but no, that was fun. That was an improv that I did earlier. I've never improv on this thing before. Okay, you sound like you may be able to switch between Moog and Eurorack standards. Yeah, well, once again, you heard everything responding off of everything. Everything was responding off of everything else. Not up to not up on your FX units, but have VCV version of Alm Busy, MFX, and other hardware. Let me tell you something. You talking about a VCV rack, the software program? Yeah, well, aside from the past, when I dabbled in modular, not a whole lot, but sometimes here and there in the past. But when I started to reapproach modular, I said, okay, I want to get a system eventually, but let me just get reacquainted back with modular. So I did get VCV rack, and I played around that. I got a VCV rack, man, when it first started, when it first came out, and then it started to grow and grow and grow and get more and more advanced. If you want to, get a fresh start with modular, VCV rack is a good way of doing it because you kind of get an idea, and then once you get physical hardware in your hands, it will help to understand it in terms of voltages and triggers. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, VCV is a great beginner tool, and it's not just a beginner tool. It's a great thing to get acquainted with it, but you can build upon it, and then of course hook it up. I'll tell you, if you guys, I picked up, and I don't know if it's still on sale. It was the Wardorf Blofeld. I got that. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me set this down. I dropped this earlier. Oh, where's my other leg? I dropped this earlier, and I think I deafened everybody else. Dropped it twice. And I think everybody went deaf. Um, oh well, I can't find the other leg. I was holding on to this thing with my hands. Who cares? Anyway, there Quantum came out with Blofeld for iPad. If you have an iPad, it is so friggin' powerful. The only reason why I don't try and get too absorbed into it, I have to stay focused for my project. So this is basically what I'm going to be using for my project that I'm going to be releasing in 2027. It's going to be a multimedia live event that I'll be doing in 2027. I'm working on getting some venues to do it at, or at least, let me put it this way, I'm going to be doing it at one particular venue to begin with, and then if it goes well, I'm going to pass it on. But I have the yeah, I'll tell you this, Uncle Crumb, I've always wanted, just the Blofeld, the whole keyboard itself, but I've gotten to the point now where I don't have any more room for any more keyboards at this time. And right now I'm getting really burned out on keyboards. I think I'm going to stick with modules for right now, or desktops. If I move with a bigger space, maybe, but I when the keyboards come out, they're great to look at. They're cool. Some of them I want, some of them I know I can't get, but for the most part, I got everything I need right now. I have a Blofeld module, but solid to get Sledge. I thought about the Sledge. at one time. It did, but it's weird looking too. It is interesting though. But I tell you what, I would really like, but it's it's off in the distance. I don't see me getting it anytime soon. And that's that Solar 42. Holy cow, that thing is a monster. But the last thing I need is a so. The last thing I need right now, if nothing else, I don't need any flagship keyboards because I have to stay focused on creating music. My channel is not to talk about synthesizers. I don't need to talk about them. Oh, well, I mean, sure, we could talk about them. Hey, this is this, and this is this, and this is how this works. But my thing is like, make music. You got the stuff. What are you talking about gear for 24/7? Make some music. Who cares? Sledge is my desert island synth. I think it's it's interesting. It's very very interesting. And I tell you this though, I was surprised at the fact that when the Leviathan came out, I looked at it and I went, "It's a really cool looking board." And if I had the money and a desire, I could, I wouldn't be a bad purchase. But at the same time, I looked at it and I went, "You know something? Don't need it." You know, it, I've been doing this a long time, guys, to the point where this stuff is great, but it doesn't have to be so all absorbing, you know. Scooped up 4 Behringer monos in the past few months and having fun making video with them. Uncle Chrome, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, don't get don't get me wrong, Uncle Chrome. It's got my attention too. I mean, it's I'm sure it's a monster. I am, but I'll be honest with you. I think I would get the if I had an well, I had an opportunity, and that still may come up soon. But the Hydrosynth, I think I'm still more interested in the Hydrosynth than I am in the Leviathan. Every synth needs another bloody power socket. Yeah, but there are the smaller devices that are, USB or, you know what I'm saying? What's the other one? You know what I'm talking about. It takes less power. Ah, yeah. I mean, well, my flagship at the present time is the Matrix Brute Noir, which I recently purchased. I purchased the original Matrix back in 2019, so I had that up until about a month ago. Uh, when I learned that they released um, the Matrix Brute in black, I went, there's no way I'm not gonna get it because I wanted it to fit in even better with. I'm hearing a buzz. In case you guys are, there's an antenna or something going on here. Let me turn all of this down, see if it's coming from here. Oh, or it could be my mic. Hold on. There you go. It was my mic. And I just forgot what I was saying. Oh well. Oh, you're talking about the yeah, the small one. You know, I was not really much for mini keys, but is the if the Explorers is done like because I got the Mini Freak. All right, this is the Mini Freak, down here. And if I'm gonna go with like small keys, this is the smallest I like to go with. This is a really nice keyboard or key bed, should I say? I like the construction. I like how they feel. So I'm assuming the hydrosynth has a similar bed. My hands are bad, so many keys work better for me. Oh, your hands are bad, so many keys. Oh, you mean like extending them or something? Okay, yeah. I mean, hey, whatever works. Got the Hydro Explorer 888 here. Fantastic. Everybody, everybody loves the hydrosynth. I don't think I've ever heard a bad. I have never heard a bad word about the hydrosynth. Never heard a bad word. Never heard anybody wanted to send it back. I've never heard a bad review. Very. Wait a minute. What was that to say? Oh man. Oh, very tempted to get the Mini Freak, but have it in VST and not really wanting more gear, keyboard gear. Yeah, yeah, I understand, but it is nice and small. Um, Once again, this is the main instrument that I'm going to be doing my live performance in 2027. But I've got another piece of gear that will be accompanying this as well, and then I may incorporate the Mini Freak, but probably not. The project that I'm working on is going to be all analog, all analog. That that's why I'm using this. And the project that I'm working on will be 100 will be celebrating its 100th anniversary in 2027. Time is relevant to the project, so using this particular type of instrument, there's a reason why I'm using it. As I get closer to revealing what the project is, you guys will get a better understanding. You'll go, oh, Michael, now I see what you're doing, but I can't reveal it yet. It's in its infancy. I need to work it out to see whether or not it's going in the right direction, because I already got my next project in my head, and I haven't even finished this one, and I already got another project. So, like I was telling the other folks, I can't remember ever in life having a creative block. Never happens. The only time I had a creative block was I lost both my parents back in 2008, and 3 months apart from each other. And I took a hiatus from music for about 2 years, not completely, but almost. It was the longest time I took away, but I just had to work things out, and I was just so out of it, man. I couldn't generate that. I couldn't generate. People say, well, maybe you should have started creating then, because some of the best art comes from pain. I said, yeah, but I wouldn't want to do it off of the pain I felt for mom and dad. I just wanted it to get better. I wanted to heal from it. I wanted to be all right with it, and then reapproach my music again. And I'm glad I did. But no, I never have creative block. Usually, if I'm working on a project, the next project is already in my head. What do we got here? Oh wow, it's coming in fast. I'm sorry, folks. Hold on. What does it say here? My hands basically locked in GI Joe Kung Fu grip. That's kind of cool, dude. I used to have. Well, I actually do. I collect 12-inch figures, and so I do have a GI Joe. I collected GI Joes when I was a kid, and I had the GI Joes with the Kung Fu grip. The Explorer. Oh wow, they're coming in fast. Oh, oh, hey, Lamont. I'm glad you're back, Lamont. I went ahead and I totally I deleted the last time I was on with you guys a little earlier. I went back and I listened to it. Lamont, the music sounded horrible. I don't know what you guys heard on the other end. It was terrible. The reason for that, Lamont, I forgot to put my settings in StreamYard. I forgot to put it on stereo audio. So what you guys heard was not a really good representation of what I did. So I'm glad you came back so I can inform you. It really didn't come across the way it should have. So if you go back and watch it, I'm going to keep this one up. I went crazy. I just did it like an improv on this thing. Yeah. So thanks Lamont for coming back. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, we back all right. I went crazy, and the algorithms are working really good. Lamont, you see there are other people here that weren't with the original gang, so that's really cool. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna catch up on what you guys are saying. Oh wait a minute, somebody said something about retirement and stuff. Hold on. Let me go up here. Kung Fu Grip back again. Back again. Been listening. Listening while driving, cool, man. I'm glad I'm keeping you folks at least mildly entertained. The Explorer has many keys, but I don't like Alturia. Get the Hydrogen desktop, save space. I have mine racked up with my UBXA. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, man. I'm thinking about the desktop. Did we win? Did we win? I'm not sure that was for me. Yeah. Oh, okay. I want to know what did you win? I have had several breaks from music over the decades, but since retirement, full steam. Yeah, buddy. Uncle Chrome. I guess you get. I'm retired from a business I ran for 25 years. I retired from that about. I retired earlier than I would normally have. But I retired from that. It's only been a couple of years now. But I still work because I still DJ. As a matter of fact, I'm waiting for word on a booking, hopefully to come soon. So I DJ, and whenever I can, I will perform live when I've got material to perform live. But I get paid. I get paid to be a multimedia performer and DJ. I don't. So it's not a hobby. I do make money from it. So that'll never die. I will. I will. People ask me, say, Michael, if they give you a choice on how to die, how would you want to die? I tell people all the time, I want to die on stage. I, I mean, what better way to go? I mean, if you're a musician, artist, singer, whatever, I can't imagine any better way of going. One, you're going to be there. Hopefully, you drew a decent crowd, so if you pass out or die, if you die, it's not only going to be two people in the place, but one, you're going to have a few people in the place. You're going to die doing what you love doing? Are you kidding me? It'd be great. I don't want to go yet. I don't. I didn't say I wanted to go yet, but if I had to. Oh wait a minute. Wait, where are we at now? Wait, didn't do anything for 10 years. Oh wait a minute. Wait. For similar reasons. Okay. Oh wow. Hot Kung Fu Grip cool when it's 12 inch. Yeah, yeah. Oh, everybody's saying hi to everybody. All good composer. Okay, great. I know. Uh, Colonel Bruce Hampton, Death. Death with Glory. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, this has been cool. I wanted to come on a little bit earlier to see if I can catch some. Well, I was telling everybody that the first time I was on earlier, I did get Kenneth from the UK. I usually like to do stuff like whenever I DJ, and eventually I'm gonna give you guys a link because I DJ'd on Mixcloud this weekend. It went really well. Yeah, But usually I try and come on earlier if I can, so I can catch people in the UK. The first time I came back streaming, I was greeted pleasantly by wait a minute, hold on a second. What do we got here? Oh, I thought I missed something. Yeah, I was Get Jervis showed up on the first stream I did. He even brought Jackson on board. So I'd like to die. Shaggy. Hey, yeah, that would be a that would be a bad way to go. Give us a mix up. I will. I will. But when the next time I go live, because it's got to be an active link, I believe. Cause I'm trying to find out if I send you guys a link, if it's always active, and I'll have to send you a notice. But I'll let you guys know when I do the next one. Lamar? Hey, Lamar's in the house. All right, listen. You guys make me not want to leave. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Oh, I wish you guys were here when I just did this last jam. I'm just gonna take us out. I'm just gonna screw around. Let's just do that. All right, Bromar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and I wonder if I mute my mic. Do I mute everything? Wait a minute. Hold on. You know, Sean, I'm not going to mute my mic. I'll just set it down. I'll set it away. All right, let's go. All right, enough. That's just nonsense. I'm getting way out of hand here. Hey, Twin Cities. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, no, I'm sure I was boring you guys. No, check out the earlier one. The earlier one was a lot better. Hold on a second. Let me catch up here. TCL. Oh, what's up? Okay. All good. Trust. Just getting in from girls' high school basketball. Okay, everybody's saying hi. Cool. Hey. Uh, George, are you selling hot water out there to keep George? Yeah. Well, listen, hey, that was kind of nonsensical, but go back and look at the replay. The earlier one was better. Yeah. It's been cold out here. Where are you at? What's going on? Where are you so cold? It's about to warm up, about to have a snow meltdown. What's the temperature like, George? Hey, Lamar, you guys doing? Oh, that's right. I guess you won't know until like 3 o'clock tomorrow, right? Do you know if you guys got enough people joining to do the doggone, what do you call it again? My mind is in a whirl. You know, thing tomorrow night. Let me know. Let the folks in the chat know too. If you're doing what's it say? Oh, okay. Oh, Connecticut? Yeah. Well, you're East Coast. Yeah, you're bound to be. I'm Michigan, so we've been bitterly cold too. We're jumping into the 40s, and we may hit 50 by Friday of next week. But it's been bitter, man. Plenty enough? Okay, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Popcorn, popcorn night. All right, so there's gonna be another popcorn night. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Stay tuned for popcorn night, and like I said, I'm glad that the algorithms are getting out to everybody, and I'll be coming back with Achilles again. This time a little bit more prepared. Like I said, my earlier stream I didn't have the stereo audio, but when I listen to it back to this time, I'll get a better idea. I didn't get a chance to set up the sound or anything. Okay, all right, it's on for tomorrow. I gotta find something for you guys that I can put on popcorn night again. But I'll work on that. Well, listen, hey, so it's working out. I'm comfortably back in, and I really appreciate you folks for showing up. I will try and do this a lot more often. Yeah. As I'm working on my project, and once again to everybody out there, forgive me if I don't get super involved in a lot of what everybody is doing. I'm on a mission. I have a project, and when I'm on the project, I'm single-mindedly focused on it and nothing else. I will contribute though, Lamont, to popcorn night, no problem. But as far as coming on different channels and doing stuff, it's gonna be hit or miss. I gotta really focus on this, and once I'm really settled in, and I have a real good comfort level with the organism here, I will go outside of this project. That needs a little dusting. I will go outside of this project and do other things with other people because I love to collaborate. That first and foremost, I love collaborating. And there are folks in the community right now that my God, I want to collaborate with. I wish I could start with them now. There are a few folks that I would love to collaborate with, and so hopefully in the future, what do we got here? Hey, Fat Dad is hosting the Stafford Imam tomorrow too. Uncle Chrome, is it going to be on YouTube? I want to check that out. The Imam is earlier than popcorn night. That's okay. I'll be here, or at least yeah. I'll be running a few errands in the morning, and then I've got another community that I belong to, and I'm probably going to do a stream over there when I get home. But the rest of tomorrow, I'll be messing around with this guy here. Yeah. So hey, good times. Thanks, folks, for joining me, and of course you'll see me in the chats. And Lamar Lamont, I will see you guys tomorrow night, or at least Hey, whenever you do another chatting with the Dixons, Lamar Lamont, if I'm around, I'll pop in. Sometimes you have a stray seat open. I could pop in there, if I'm available, or if the camera will allow. Just throwing that out at you. Cheers, catch y'all. All right, Uncle Chrome, I'm out of here too, buddy. Yeah, I want to thank everybody, and see you in the chat. See you tomorrow over on Systems of Reality. Oh, you won't be there, Lamar? Okay, well, we'll see you again soon. You guys take care. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your night. Talk to you. Let me give you a thumbs up.